Man, I really hope it works this time, and I think I see it. I think we're good. Welcome, everybody,
Woo!
to another edition of Technical Difficulties brought to you by Will. Today we will
Ah,
discuss how to make
Will's
sure
computer. Will's computer. Let's put the blame where it should be.
the program that I used decided to delete the Discord inputs that we were using, except that, they were still saying that they were there, but obviously they weren't, and I couldn't find them, so I had to remake the entire thing.
Siak. Love
So,
that.
Love
anyways, we are Three Kobolds Gaming. We play Pathfinder Second Edition, and we're going to continue our Heroes of Absalom campaign. I don't want to waste any more time since we're about, I don't know, 15 minutes behind. You all, fresh upon your victory and your deserved rest after defeating a murder cult in their own home, have set about tracking down more information about a shadowy cabal known as the Twilight Four. You've already killed the Skinner. You're a quarter of the way there. Almost done.
One down. Easy.
But you know of three others: the Infector, the Rumor Monger, and the Grey Queen. You're chasing down leads about other members of this group by means of the Washboard Dogs, a street gang in the docks who is rumored to have connections, or not rumored, but you've been told by a number of people that they were working with the Skinner. So you're looking into that gang as they begin to become more active and draw more attention, looking into them to see what you can find out about the Twilight Four. You make your way into the docks and do about 8 hours of just asking around. You discover a lot of information about the the general information about the Washboard Dogs. You discover that their leader's name, and I always pronounce this incorrectly. Where is it?
Marissa. Isn't it Marissa Joan?
Marissa, yeah. Marissa Joan
Marissa.
is the leader. She's currently in a feud with Bloody Burleth
Berlin, right?
of the Sweepers, the Diabell Sweepers. You find out that this gang dispute was started at a casino called the Lucky Nimbus after a fight broke out over a game of cards. Turns out there's a lot of history there. Joan and Burleth used to be in the same gang, but Marissa sold out her friend in order to escape jail time, and they've been at odds ever since. And it seems like this is the culmination of years of frustration and rivalry. And it seems like they're going for broke at this point. One of these gangs will probably not survive if left undisturbed. You did your rounds, and at some point, I believe it was Oski, notices, or Kashak notices a shop owner who comes out of a shop following a group of Washboard Dogs leaving. Oski goes to talk to that person. The Duck's Back is the name of the shop, and it seems like the shop owner is a bit miffed. They are paying protection money to the Washboard Dogs, but they've still gotten robbed by other gangs twice in the past 2 weeks, and essentially was saying that they're willing to talk, but they need money. So if you guys go in and spend a chunk of change, there might be more information to be gained there. Furthermore, as you all continue to follow those three Washboard Dogs who left the shop, Oski eventually rejoins you. They split off into two groups, and both of them, unbeknownst to you, end up making big loops and circling back to meet at a particular intersection where they jump you. You take them out pretty handily, as one might expect from fighters skilled such as yourselves. All of them, 6 of them, now unconscious in the streets. We will pick back up with you standing over their unconscious bodies, Twinkletoes off maybe 45 feet down a corner as she chased one that was trying to escape. All of them are unconscious. A couple of things that you notice. One, there's a crowd. And maybe it took a minute for you to realize, because you were busy, fighting off these people attempting to beat your faces in with clubs and washboards for shields. But there's a crowd. The second thing you notice is in the distance, out of sight, but still clearly in the distance, you hear the whistles of guards approaching. What would you like to do?
Oski, I think, seeing the crowd, would just quickly say, "There's nothing to see here, everyone. Go about your day. We are dealing with official business. Go about your day. Nothing to see here." Sort of doing the classic, move along, move along. I'll roll a diplomacy with that, if that matters. But he...
Sure.
Yeah, he's standing over one, making sure everyone is still breathing, and then is trying to... that's a 32.
Sure. So you see that the crowd just kind of begins to shrug, and a majority of them walk away, but one guy's just standing there who's like, "Wait, you're not the gods. What are you doing? You know who they are, right? They're not going to be happy about this."
Who exactly won't be happy about this?
Well, the washboard dogs. You know, the ones he beat up?
We do. We're sort of banking on them not being happy about this. Is there a way we can get a stronger message out?
Well, look, that's between you and them. And apparently the gods. And he looks over his shoulder, and you see, 200 feet away is a patrol of 6 docks guards, whose name is escaping me. The Crest Watch. And they're jogging, parting the crowd towards you all.
Yeah, Kashak is... Go ahead, Oski.
Oski's gonna, again, try to wave this guy off and just say, "Look, friend, we know what we're doing. We've got this well in hand." And then Oski, I think, would, maybe try to, pull Kashak for an aside, if Kashak's amenable to that.
Do we have time? We're 200 feet away.
Just a brief question.
180 feet away.
Kashak, why would we run from them? They could help us, no?
We've committed several crimes here. They don't know who we are.
All right, say no more. And Kashak, and Oski starts running after Twinkletoes.
My friend, if you see the washboard dogs, or you have contact with them, let them know the secreteers would like to deal with them. And Kashak will run away, and if you need to stealth, I'm happy to run it by... I'm going to roll a sneak check.
If you would like to, sure.
Natty 2 Zoni for a 21.
21? Okay. What is everybody else doing? Are you guys...
So, to my knowledge, Oski and Kashak ran after Twinkletoes.
Is that where you were going?
My operative direction was away, but yeah, Twinkletoes, I can figure out how to get out of here, wherever she went. She didn't go down a closed one-way alley, right?
No, the guy was just trying to get away, so he made the next right, and she's 20
we
feet
would just
down that.
go where she went, and when we catch her, be like, "Hey, no, we're going. We're getting out of here."
You begin to turn the corner. You just see me dragging the guy by his boot, making no progress whatsoever, as he is twice my size, and just going.
Right.
Yeah.
Astro would follow Kashak and Oski because he does not want to deal with the guards by himself.
Yeah, so you round corner, you see Twinkletoes attempting to drag an unconscious washboard dog.
Kashak just
Astro helps.
Scoops him onto his shoulder like a fireman carry. Keeps running.
That's gonna be okay. We going? Cool. All right.
Yes, we don't want to deal with the guards, Twinkletoes. We're going.
Yes. Cool. Bye. Let's go.
So you all make a hasty getaway into the crowd. Yeah, just
Washboard
because
dot over Kashak's shoulder.
just because they are criminals doesn't mean assaulting them is.
Yeah, we don't have even 1% the favor with the Crest Watch that we do with like other guards departments in the area. Yet.
Where are you going?
Away.
This guy's unconscious, right?
Yeah.
Can we find like
How far away are we from the our hideout again?
Like 15 minutes.
I say we find a bar and we like weekend at Bernie's this guy into a bar seat.
Or we should just
I
find
don't
him
hate that idea.
and bring him to a room. We shouldn't just do it in a public bar.
Public bar means he doesn't make a scene.
Well, if we have him in a room at like an inn, I feel like that would be a better approach.
Yeah, he might make a scene though, because why wouldn't he? If he was in a public place, right? Like these guys are kidnapping me. Oh my god! I think we find a room in the dock.
That's true.
Yeah.
Everybody already knows he's a washboard dog.
Definitely weekend at Bernie's him though. That's a part of the plan for sure.
Weekend at Burn.
Actually,
I
if we're going to an inn, we don't need to. We could just say our friend had a little too much to drink and we're looking for like a place to let him sleep it off.
Yeah, I like that.
What time is it? Like 11 a.m.
No, at this
He has a
point,
problem. We know.
at this point, it's closer to probably like 6:30 in the
Oh,
afternoon.
cool.
You guys were out
perfect.
casing the docks like all day.
So he got an early start at the tavern, and we're helping him rest up a little bit before going home to the wifey.
Absolutely. So as you're having this discussion, you say, "All right, we'll find an inn. Let's go." And you stumble around the corner and you see a rather rough and tumble place known as the Grog Pit. It's got this big hanging sign of just a flagon of ale. One of the chains holding it on is broken off, so it's just kind of hanging lopsided. You see drunken people stumbling in and stumbling out. And you see that it's got like a shoddy hand-painted rooms for rent sign also askew
Perfect.
in one of the windows.
Literally perfect.
You make your way in, and a dwarven woman approaches you. Yes, hello. Looking for
Hello.
a remedy for your friend, place to sleep, pint of grog.
A bit too much grog up front, I'm afraid. So just a place to rest his bones for a little bit. Nothing too fancy. We're not going to be staying long.
Oh, yes, well, for the night, I assume?
Do you charge by the hour?
We
Are you
can, if that's
that
what
sort
you-
of establishment?
I'm sure we could work something out.
We'll only need a few hours, I think, right, boys and girls?
How about
I think
this?
that's the only.
That is correct.
I'll take a silver up front, and then I'll collect the rest when you leave.
Kashak will front that. I'll toss it over.
And she pulls around a little leather cord on her waist, and a bunch of keys just come flinging around her waist as she unties it real quick, pulls one off, ties it back up, and hands it to you. Second door on your left, and you enter through. It's just dank and dingy. You smell the stale beer and the slightly molding wooden tables. There's like a big fire pit in the center, and not really a chimney. So it's just like hazy, loud and boisterous even for 6:30. You make your way past the tables to like this back hallway that spreads out to either side, and there's about a dozen rooms offset on either side of the hallway. As you look left and right, go down second one on your left, open it with the key. It's a single bed room. All of you will fit in it, but it's cozy. It's cozy.
Well, we're just in here to chat with this gentleman, aren't we? So it's not like we're in here to sleep.
This will do just fine for our purposes. I agree.
Did you say there was a chair?
I don't need a lot of room.
There's a chair. Yeah, it's the bed isn't so much a bed as like a stack of or a bed pallet of hay
Yeah.
with a sheet,
Like a cot.
and there's just a single 3-footed stool in next to the bed.
Like a stool with 3 feet, or a stool that's 3 feet tall.
Both.
A 3-foot stool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Amazing.
We'll tie him to the chair with rope.
Three
Hi.
feet of rope.
3
It-
feet of rope.
It takes a little bit of maneuvering, but you're able to like pin his arms to his side,
Yeah.
and tie his legs to 2 of the 3 legs of the chair, and it's enough so that he couldn't like just stand up and make a quick getaway.
Yeah. We'll keep his washboard shield 3 feet away from him, and
You
we'll
brought that
take
with you?
Yeah, I feel like we did.
Oski did not pick it up. I mean, that would be Twinkletoes if anyone, because she caught
He
him.
would have dropped it when he went unconscious. So, if you want it, you can have it. I'm just asking you.
No, I just assumed we had it. I don't think we would have it. That's correct. We did.
Oski does not have it.
All right, cool. So he's just a dude, and we tie him to the chair, and we sit on the stools and chairs. We need to invest in like some smelling salts if we're going to keep doing this whole interrogation thing. So I guess we have to wait for him, or unless you
Yeah,
want
you
to heal
guys
him.
can't give him just 1 point of health.
Is there like a window in this room?
Is there a window? No, there's no windows.
No windows. That's
No, it's a pay by the hour kind of place. Stan, there's no windows in this hotel room.
I'm picturing the hotel from Philadelphia, Will.
Just about. Except that one had windows.
Except that one.
I
I mean, I could heal him.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, so Oski will, like, after he's tied up to the chair, Oski will, like, put his hands on the guy's shoulders, like, behind him, and cast Lay on Hands, giving him 32 health points, and then, like, keep his hands on the guy's shoulders, like, holding him into the stool.
Yeah, so you begin to feel his muscles tense up as he begins to wake up. He like.
Yeah, sorry, real
shaking.
quick before he wakes up, maybe as he's healing, I think that Kashak would turn to Twinkletoes and say, "All right, I think the best play, since you're the best at talking, and the 3 of us are horrified and looking, perhaps you take the lead and we sort of intimidate him a little bit. Does that work?"
It's good cop, bad cop, bad cop, bad cop.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
What
Oski
exactly
nods
are we
at this point.
trying to find out from him? What does he like? We know he
Yep.
was providing people.
We don't know what he knows. We have to find out. He's a washboard
Any
dog.
information.
inner workings of the
Dogs.
organization. Yeah, exactly.
Where they're from, like where their hideout maybe. I think we have some names of places that are useful, but anything specific.
It's a choose your own adventure investigation.
Good. Should one of us like wait outside and keep watch for any other washboard dogs or guards, maybe?
I think I can post up by the door and just listen out every once in a while. My skills of perception are probably high enough.
They are uncanny.
Yeah.
Twinkletoes, give me a signal if I need to intimidate. And Oski will then, like, now we'll say is when the healing starts.
All right. Yeah, so he's like shoulders tense up as he's coming to consciousness. He like shakes his head. He's like a 33, 34-year-old human guy. He's heavier set, but you can tell that he's like muscular. He's got that like power lifter build, but like not actually a power lifter. So he's just a fluffy guy with, you could tell, some muscle under there, probably from tossing barrels and carrying around a washboard for 6 or 8 hours a day. He like shakes his head as he's coming to, and he like his eyes flutter open.
I say,
Oh,
hey
gods.
there. Hey, I'm so sorry I had to chase you down like that.
Got a bloody fucking headache. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I mean, you know, you were running really hard, so clobbering you over the head was sort of the only way to get you to stop.
Wait, you were... Hey, you're the one who hit me with the fucking hilt.
Eh?
Oh. Could you go a little easier next time? Didn't feel so good.
Sorry, honestly, I didn't mean to hit you as hard as I did. Really
Yeah,
sorry about that.
tell that to my concussion.
Well, now this feels unethical, guys.
You got me tied up. What do you want?
Listen, we need to know about your group, the washboard dogs. Apparently you've been picking people off the street and selling them to a cult. What do you know about that?
Well, I don't know nothing about a cult. But we've been, collecting on debts, amongst our other business ventures.
And where does the money from these collections go?
Well, I don't know. Usually Marissa handles the money. I just collect it.
Where is Marissa? Oski says, like, behind the guy with his hands on his shoulders.
That's a good question. I wish I knew. I'd give her a right word about a few of the things she's got me out here doing.
Who do you get your orders from then?
Well, a couple of places, but, recently, I've mostly been working with a brother. Nice bloke. A little
With
bit
her
fancy.
brother?
Yeah,
Marissa's
did he say... Oh, Marissa's brother.
Geord is his name, if you're so keen to know. So usually, either him or one of his buddies in the group tells me and my crew what we go around do, who we collect from, and if anyone's late on rent. And then we go break some knees. Or get the money. Or both.
So, lately, though, there's been a lot of other gang activity popping up.
Yeah. Well, we stay busy.
Doesn't seem like you're really protecting the people that are paying you to protect them, though.
Well, look, I'll be honest with you. Mostly, we just take the money. Recently, been a little tied up with those sweepers. But, things fall through the cracks when you're constantly watching around the corner for somebody to beat you over the head with a knife, right?
No, not really. Not for us, at least.
Yeah, that must be nice.
Bren, tell us what is this business with the sweepers? What Tell us what you know about it.
A couple of our boys got in a scuffle over at the Lucky Nimbus Casino. Game of cards didn't go too good. I actually never heard exactly what happened. All I know is somebody called somebody else a cheater. It's that somebody got punched in the face. De-escalated, they got kicked out, and they kept fighting in the streets, and, fighting in one street led to fighting in a couple of streets, led to fighting in most of the streets.
But things were tense before that, though.
Hell yeah. I mean, the gang life, it's kind of tough. Not gonna lie. A little hard.
Yeah, you should probably find a different line of work. But tell me more
But
about...
it's fun.
To each their own. Marissa has a feud with the leader of the sweepers.
Yeah, bloody Berlith. Yeah. Apparently Berlith got locked up because she wasn't, she wasn't quite as slick as Marissa, was she? Ended up getting caught, and Marissa didn't, and, I guess she never got over it.
Where do we find Fjord?
Geord.
Geord.
Giord? I'm not really sure. Never actually had to spell his name now that I think about it.
Jerd.
Go ahead and roll a diplomacy for me.
Alright.
Can I aid her with intimidation?
You can aid her with diplomacy.
With diplomacy? Okay. I will do so.
Aiding diplomacy with intimidation was a particular
Whoa.
request.
I aid.
+1.
+1. Okay, so that's gonna be a nice little 35
Nice.
with my natural 19.
Banger.
Ooh,
Bumped.
Oh my god.
DC
Let's make it so
46,
special.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, he's just like, all right, okay, all right, okay, all right. You already beat me once. All right, got me tied to a stool, and is this the grog pit? You can tell by the smell.
Yeah.
You can tell by the
Yeah.
smell. Look, maybe we do a little trade, right? Right? You seem like decent folk. I'm an honest, hardworking man. You know, maybe I can tell you where George's gonna be tonight. Maybe you can just let me go and not give me another concussion. Yeah? Seems fair? Seems fair?
Seems fair to me.
Alright, alright.
I think you need to sweeten the pot a little bit.
I literally have nothing else I can sweeten the pot with.
Perhaps we
Any
can.
information you have about the sweepers.
I don't really know much about the sweepers, other than it's a kind of a fight-on-site deal. Normally they wear red bandanas, or like red belts.
Where do they hang out, and what do they do exactly? If you
Well-
will provide protection for people, what's their big thing they do?
What is their company motto?
Their company motto.
What are their leadership values?
Yeah.
Well, the core value, right, is to invigorate the shareholders utilizing cutting edge. I mean, your friend asked. I don't know what you want from me. They run drugs, but it's not like the regular drugs. You know, it's not like
Right,
skooma or fade leaf. They run in alchemicals, weird stuff.
Mutagen, yeah.
Yeah, sure, if that's what you want to call it. I don't know. And normally they stay well away from our territory, but this whole kerfuffle kind of got them over here, and that's the problem.
Do you know who they provide for or get their resources from?
Not really, to be honest with you. Not like a middle management type, to be honest. Just kind of go
No,
on
you
told.
don't seem like fun.
Yeah, well, thanks for that.
I know that sometimes I've seen alchemical stuff be used for a lot of weird purposes. Is this just drugs for fun, or is this like
Yeah,
make
I would
to
say
a
so.
beast kind of thing?
I mean, they sell to regular people. I don't think they deal in anything too crazy. I mean, they sell into the docks, so yeah, there are a couple of merchant lords who run around, but I'm sure they get better stuff from better places.
Where do we find George?
You gonna let me go, or
If I could speak to my associates for one moment in the
is that
hallway.
lizard for talking from the other side of the door?
He opens the door and Sheath is on the other side of the door, with her head like straight in the doorway. There's actually two lizards in the doorway.
I sit mistaken.
He's gonna let Sheathra in, and he's gonna say, "Can we speak outside for a moment? She can keep watch on him."
Oski will step outside.
Astro will step outside.
TT,
Oh, I'm also stepping outside. I'm sorry.
I think he could be useful. I know he doesn't know much now, but having a point of contact inside the organization could be invaluable. I've got some spare gold hanging around. I'm sure this guy doesn't make much on the average year. Maybe we could pay for it. What do they call them, Bastro? Informants.
That's exactly it. Kashak,
It'd
you
be good
got
to
it.
have an informant.
And everything.
It's
We
a
need as
chillaxing
many
word.
informants as we can get.
As many informants as we can get. Any objections?
Actually, it would be Middlese, but
Oh.
Gold is good. Is there something else we can give him that maybe Bastro would be able to find again later? Like
Like an
something-
ass kicking.
Like Peter,
like I don't know, like a talisman or something that.
Unfortunately, our best tracker would be Kachak. I can't give him anything that would make
You
me
don't have
find
like
him.
a locate object deal or anything? Never mind.
If he starts showing up at base camp with a bunch of shiny new stuff, it might raise more alarm than it's worth.
That's a good
But
point.
money's easy to hide. People like this get money from all kinds of places.
Alright.
Robin. Sounds good to me.
I want to ask him to stay away from that shop.
Alright.
Why don't you pitch the idea then, Oski?
All right.
You can use your scary voice or your happy voice. I don't really care.
I think with this fella, the scary voice might be more applicable.
I don't know. He's maybe. I don't know.
Or at least this last piece. I've
Kashako.
got a range. Why don't I start happy and go
Wait,
angry?
let's keep going with the good cop, bad cop. I'll go back in
Good
and
cop, bad
say
cop, bad cop,
we're gonna
bad
let you go. We're gonna let you go. But
If you ever.
we would like to ask you to do something for us as well, and in return, we would like to give you something.
I don't know if this is happening in front of him. I think she's rehearsing.
No, I'm rehearsing this out.
For
Oh,
both.
okay.
Yeah.
How does this sound? Yeah.
Sounds perfect to me. Yeah.
All right.
Sounds great.
Open the door.
Elevator pitch.
The walls are like 2 inches of styrofoam. We've been having an entire conversation with him, able to hear us.
Try the bad cop. I want to see the range.
Shock will open the door, and I'm sure we all see Sheethra like prowling around him, like really putting on airs that she's like some ferocious beast. But then Kashak just like snaps his fingers and
So-
kicks her out.
So
She just-
I for funsies I rolled to see how well he did with Sheethra, and he rolled a natural 1. So you walk in and you just see Sheethra's jaws clamped around one of his shoulders,
Gnawing.
and he's like, "I'd appreciate some help. I might have."
Sheethra.
Sheepra, stop.
Oh,
He takes out a spray
Stop it.
bottle.
Stop it. Bad girl.
She's just teasing. It's all right.
She's going through a growth spurt. I'm sorry about that.
There's no wounds, right?
I'm sure it was my
are
fault.
Are there wounds on his
Oh yeah, he's
shoulder?
bleeding.
Burning
He's
blood out of his
absolutely
shoulder.
bleeding. What's Sheethra's attack look like? Damage wise.
Plus 15, 2d8 plus 4.
How much health did you give him from Lay on Hands?
32. I had 32 hit points.
2d8 plus 15.
Plus 4.
Plus
Jesus
4.
Christ. What game are we playing?
Oh, it's a plus 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2d8,
sorry.
2d8 plus 4. Yeah.
Yeah, so like he takes 12 points of damage from that. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. No, that was really my bad. I didn't.
Yeah, don't antagonize the giant lizards
Look,
who.
just because she's
Here.
cold-blooded doesn't mean she's cold-hearted.
Here,
Shock.
here.
Direct.
Bastro's
Right.
gonna walk over and he's gonna cast heal, first level heal on him, 2 action,
Oh,
and he's gonna get a D8 plus 8.
I feel
Maybe we've
better.
got good cop, bad cop, bad cop.
Bad lizard.
12 points. 12 points of healing exactly. Did you say 12 points of damage?
I did.
Oh, that's perfect. 12 points of healing.
It's right back to where he started. He's like,
We gotta get it right back to where we have started from.
Sorry about that again, friend. I
no,
apologize.
it's. Look, I don't know if you know about this, but this is like one spot just under her jaw right there. Don't. She doesn't like it.
Look,
Oh, you hit that? Yeah, she's got a bad tooth right now. I should have said something about that.
have we made an impression on this guy yet? Because if not, Pastor would like to do that after
I
he
mean,
heals
yes. Yeah, that's what the earlier
Not
diplomacy
mentioned,
check that
Yeah.
Twinkle Toes critically succeeded on was.
him. Okay, all right, we're
he
good.
can he hit a higher one? Like, can he raise him even farther? I don't know how the mechanic really works.
Yeah, but it would require like more time or a much larger quantity of time or
Even
something.
with his feats that give him like like a minute instead of a 10-minute. He's got like all that stuff going on.
Yeah, so it's just
I'm not trying to
redoing.
point out
Yeah,
anything,
it's just
yeah.
redoing a check to like you're not going to take somebody from hostile to helpful in the span of 10 minutes.
One.
Understood. Yeah, we'd have to sit with him for longer. That
So
makes sense.
you already critically succeeded, which means you bumped his attitude towards to helpful,
That's perfect.
or whatever it is above neutral, friendly. I think it is
Friendly,
too
yeah.
friendly, and like that's not going to get better unless you all do something extravagant
get it.
or you spend a lot more time with him.
Well, I think that's coming up. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Pastor's gonna keep talking to him. Listen, friend.
Name's
Wait.
Chris, by the way. Chris with the
I was
K.
about yeah, wait, didn't know your name. Chris. It's nice to meet you.
Who I have the pleasure of being captured by today.
We have the Secreteers.
Well, we're not on a first name basis. I told you mine.
for security purposes, we'll keep that to ourselves. Thanks, Chris.
But in the future, I believe that could change.
I think so too.
All right, so we've got Eyeballs. We've got Baldy. We've got Shorty, and we've got Tooth.
You can call me Twinkle Toes. That's
Twinkle
fine.
Toes. See, now we
The
get
Tooth.
somewhere.
I almost like the tooth.
Yeah, that's a good one for you.
Forgive me, I must rethink my 10th level to be an archetype for the vigilante.
Just gonna be an all vigilante party.
All vigilante party!
We have 4 secret layers in 4 districts of Absalom.
4 safe houses just stacked on top of each other underneath. It's just 4 levels of Batcave.
Oh my god.
Right now we're just playing Arkham City. That's
Yeah.
all we're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Kashak would absolutely just buy a mask and not wear any different armor and wear all of his different insignias and just look the exact same but with like a small little Robin mask on. Just
Yeah.
like
Yep.
no identity concealment whatsoever.
Just get a pair of glasses. It works for Superman.
Chris.
Yep. Chris with a K.
Chris with a K. Good to know. Is it short for anything?
Christopher with a K.
Really? Didn't want to switch it up there? Okay.
Mr.
Well-
K is my father.
Mr. Christopher with a K was my father, actually.
Chris, would you mind if we got in contact with you again? Not in a concussion type manner, in a
I was gonna
much
say,
less.
You did quite a bit of contact earlier, yeah.
Yeah. This time in a more verbal manner than.
It depends. What's the bargain? What's the deal?
We've got a little something for you here.
Okay.
Ching. I drop a little baggie of gold.
It like hits his knee and then slides off onto the ground because his hands are tied.
Well,
Is that-
I dropped it on the table in front of him,
There's no.
or on the floor in front of him, because
You drop
On
it
the
on the
floor,
floor in
fine
front
in
of
my
him.
mind.
It lands on
the
his
floor,
foot, and he's just like, "Oh,
Point of damage.
it's a good point of damage."
oh my God.
I'm assuming that's in exchange for something that you want, or I can just take it and leave. Yeah.
Oh, you're not leaving yet, Chris.
Not quite yet.
Sorry, I got my hopes up.
We have great need of information from you, Chris. As developments might happen with your organization, it would be good for us to know about them.
All right. Well, still haven't told you what yours is or gonna be.
Oh, Jord was the reason we were going to let you go. This money is for any future information.
Oh, yeah. No, you slick. Yeah, tried to get that one by you, but no, you got it. Yeah. So, are we doing that now, or
Whenever you're ready, Chris, we want to be as tolerant as possible.
could I have the room for a moment?
Sure. Sheethra is gonna stay in here with you, though. Is that?
Never
Wait,
mind. I'm
what?
good.
Why are we giving him the room? What? No.
It was a bit, Ben.
No, this is Oski. Like, Oski doesn't get it.
Fair enough. If you're gonna leave her, I'll yeah, but we'll just talk. We'll just talk, right? We're friends.
Yeah.
Right. So, here's the thing, right? Jord has been looking for a present for one of his good buddies from overseas. Last week, we went to this nice little curio shop, Duck's Back or something like that.
Yes. Familiar.
Found a little well, it's called a lot of things in a lot of places. You might call it like a glass. It's a shisha or a hookah. From Kadira. Yeah, nice little piece. Purchased it for a pretty penny, and is planning on making the handoff, giving it to his friend. Well, tonight actually. That's where I was going to be going. Till I got, sidetracked, obviously. His friend is a merchant, you see. He has a ship called the... What was it called? It was called the Arrowhead. The Arrowhead. It's a slip. Nice and quick through the water. And he's handing it off tonight, round about 10 o'clock. If you, let's see, I think we were supposed to meet at the dock. Would have been, round about. Oh god, I just had it. Right, it's round about the Slick Skilla tap room. Not too hard to find. It's right by the waterside.
Who's we?
We is in the Washboard Dogs. I was supposed to go with him. Be one of the guys standing security for the handoff.
How many will there be?
One less now, I suppose.
And what kind of security will there be? I mean, we'll still let you go there if you want to go.
I don't really want to be there if you're going to be there. No offense.
We'll be nice. You're valuable to us at this point.
Right. Yeah, no, it's just like I'm really not good at the acting a fight out thing. I've only ever done the real fighting, and clearly that hasn't worked against you. So I'm not thinking.
I'll probably fight you if that's what you want.
I'm all right. I'm just going to stay away from it.
My friend's question is still important. How many people are we looking at here?
I don't
and
know.
And what kind of fighters?
Well, probably blokes like me. Yeah.
And Jord, does he fight in the same way? More information's always good.
He doesn't do a lot of fighting, actually. He's one of those middle management types I was talking about earlier.
Weak leadership.
Well, yeah.
What sort of a person is Jord? Is he a good boss?
Well, he's smart, but he's not the bravest bloke. Right?
Time to throw others under the bus.
Well, not under the bus,
Well,
just in
under
the
the
way.
ship. I don't know what a bus is. Sorry.
What kind of team building exercises has he instilled?
You know that thing where you get in a circle and everybody grabs a hand across the circle and then a different person's hand across the circle and then you've got to untie the knot by working your
I
own
love
hand?
that one.
I hated that one.
Yeah, we've done that once a week, every week for the past 4 months.
That's very repetitive.
There's a lot.
Looks like you guys could have cracked the case by then.
Yeah, it got a lot harder once we got good at it, and then he started making us wear washboards. He said it was something about being flexible with your shield, but I'm not really sure what they were supposed to do. It just gummed the whole works up.
Has he considered reading like any other book on leadership development?
No,
Sounds
but I
like
can
he's
do
only
some
read the one.
recommendations.
I'll write you up a reading list and we'll talk later.
All right.
Chuck, I thought you couldn't read.
I can still write him up a reading list.
He can
Kashak
write,
has
just
the
not
ability
read.
to write languages. He just cannot read.
Yeah.
Kashak thinks he can write up a reading list. That's the only thing that he's promised. He has heard that phrase and he does not know what it means.
Right. So, Arrowhead Slip, roundabouts the Sickly Skilla tap room, about 10 o'clock, just on the dock. Like I said, Jord's supposed to be handing it off there. Might have a couple of blokes with him. But I don't think he was really expecting much of a fight. So, I don't know.
Do we feel like we know where that is? Do we feel like
You
we
could
know where
find-
that is?
You
We
could
can
find
find it, I
a
think.
place, a
We can find
tap
that.
room.
Yeah.
With the
We got
name.
we got 2 Absalom residents, so that's fine.
Yeah.
It's still in
Can
the
I
docks.
roll Absalom lore to see if I know where it is?
Sure. Absalom Lore, yeah.
Only 16.
Only a 16. Fortunately, you're a denizen of the docks. You've been around, lived in the docks for many years, or worked in the docks for many years, at least. You're familiar with the Slick Skilla. It's one of those like taverns right off of the docks that is capitalizing on sailors making land. So it's like really cheap stuff, really kind of rambunctious and
Party dock atmosphere.
yeah, basically it's a tap house literally on the docks.
Dope.
Rad.
Sounds. I want to go.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, and you said about 10 o'clock. It's about 7 o'clock at this point, and you're maybe 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away.
We gotta do some healing. I'm down some hit points.
Sure, yeah, I could use some too.
I mean, I feel like we could get to full health and still have like a couple hours
Yeah.
until it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
I
I will
mean,
do that. Yeah.
If you're hurt and
I
you're
mean,
hurt and you're hurt and I'm
hope you
hurt,
don't mind that. Do you mind hanging out with us until we go? Because No offense, but letting you go now, you could go and warn everybody before.
No, I'm good. I've got nothing tying me up.
All right. Yes, you do.
So we hang out in this motel room with Chris with a K, short for Christopher with a K, for roughly 2
Son of
hours.
Mr. Christopher with a K.
Probably 2.5 hours, right? It gets to 9:30, and then we have to commute. You know,
Yeah. Perfect.
it's like a 20-minute
I'm assuming
drive.
you can, yeah. As you're making your way out to the tavern owner, the dwarven woman. Blake.
Oh, Oski has one thing he wants to say to the guy before we leave.
Sure.
Like as we're maybe untying him, Oski wants to like grab him by the scruff of the lapel or whatever shirt he has on and bring him in really close and say,
Hello.
friend,
Why
I
was
have
it about Stevie?
one more command for you, all right? And you're getting nothing back for this one except your own damn safety. You understand me? You are to stay away from the duck's
Duck's
back
Duck.
from here on out. All right. If your friends in the washboard dogs are going there, you make up some excuse and you're not there. You understand?
Roll an intimidation.
Less than great roll. Still 26.
26. Yeah. It's like, yeah, no, you got it. No ducks or backs for me. Nope.
And
No
Oski
ducks.
will like sort of push him back onto the stool, and like just back away from him, glaring at him.
Trips over the stool, slams his head into the side of the wall, and gets another concussion.
Oh yikes!
Also, though, if you find out who did rob that store,
Well,
we
it wasn't
wouldn't
us.
be mad. We wouldn't be mad if you knocked some skulls of the people who did rob that store.
Right. Well, my skull knocking schedule is pretty tied up with the sweepers right now, but yeah, I'll take a look into it.
Understandable.
Yeah, we're busy until
This
like.
might be a bit of a bonus for you if that
Right. Yeah, I'll just go knocking on some doors by myself then.
just not necessarily just.
No, I'll
just,
keep an eye out. Yeah. I'll keep an eye out. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Chris, how do we get in contact with you?
Well, I've got an email. It's a Yahoo account.
Christ.
I don't know that species of bird. I'm confused.
Maybe we can meet here once a week or so. I don't know. Schedule some.
yeah, like kind of an anniversary of our friendship, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe sooner. I don't. Times.
Oh no,
time
I
to-
think I'm
Is
busy until
there-
next week.
Is there a bar you frequent or a tavern you like to go to?
Well,
Maybe
this
we
one,
can
if you guys
find
want to
it.
come hang out here with me.
Chris, 1 week from tonight,
Absolutely.
we have a date.
I'll be here. And if
Oh,
I see you
perfect.
next time, it means I know we're friends.
Somebody has been watching the Sandman.
It was a good episode. Are we at all concerned that a week in game time is just an absolute eternity?
Yeah, you'll forget it next year when it comes around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he'll be
And also
sad.
just like our adventure moves so fast, like a week is useless to us. Like
What day of the week is it today?
It's wheel day.
It's wheel day? Okay.
it's always wheel day.
Always wheel
Until it
day.
isn't.
It's always wheel day somewhere.
Okay.
That's,
Meeting-
what, Wednesday, Chuck?
Yes.
I have never, ever made an attempt to actually learn the
Sunday,
Galarian
Monday,
calendar.
Wheel day, wheel day, oath day, fire day, star day,
Sunday.
Sunday. I started with Sunday.
Oh, Sunday, moon day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hear you.
Yeah. Couldn't tie me down and get me to learn it.
They're literally so close to our own, though. Like, it's.
I gotta learn the months because those are far away. Those are far. Those are based on the
Yeah,
gods.
they're based on the
Aren't
gods
there
and they're
13 too? Aren't there 13?
There's 12.
Okay.
It's the same. It's the same calendar. Yeah.
It's D&D, that's the 13 months, I think.
No.
maybe.
I know
Uh,
Zutha December because it's cold as hell, and then Z.
So you untie him, you threaten him, you give him another concussion, and then you pay him how much money for future information?
How much
And gold.
do we
Chris-
want to...
Well, that was TT's gold bag, and this is really just like kind of showing him we will pay him for information. So like whatever you think is like a nice little upfront.
No. How much do you think is a nice little upfront?
How much do I think? Again, it was Twinkletoes who dropped the bag. I don't know how much would be. Kashaka wouldn't know how much is in that.
Yeah, I don't even know how much Twinkletoes has.
I think I grabbed 5 gold from each of you before going back in, and it's a bag of 20 gold.
Oh, I don't know if Oski would have been down with giving him 20 gold for this.
I grabbed 2 gold from each of you, and then I put in 6 gold, and it's a bag of 10 gold. Or I put in 4, and it's a bag of 10 gold. Sorry, math.
10 gold.
I would have said 10 gold up front for future information is probably like what you'd be giving him from information. Like I would say it's like 10 gold per thing, but whatever works. We'll figure out the pricing later. We have to come up with a business model, like a shareholder meeting and everything like that.
I mean, we're gonna have employees soon, so we do need to come up with like the actual business plan and like.
I know we still haven't had that meeting whether the 1099 or with the W2, so we gotta figure that out too. Like we don't know what's going on, so.
Well, it depends. Are you going nonprofit?
No, it's just so much paperwork. We can just
Yeah, but you get tax deductible.
I know, but like we don't, you know, a lot of stuff is already tax deductible for what we're doing. It's all public service, so.
Okay, we gave him a bag of 10 gold, 2 from each of you, 4 from me.
Are you registering in Absalom, or are you going to take it out of the city bounds?
We're registering it from the Sodden lands.
Registered agent.
It's
Yeah,
a
they don't have
tax- it's a
federal
tax
income.
haven.
Yeah, they don't have federal income tax at the Sodden lands.
The bank accounts there are pretty loose.
Take it down over in Cheliax.
No, Chelish banks would be crazy, man. Are you
Yeah,
kidding
Chelish
me?
banks are not the
I don't
place.
know the politics enough
The
for
APR of Chelish
Oh.
bank accounts? We're nuts.
And those contracts are insane.
Yeah, you're selling your soul every time you make a credit card
They
transaction.
would rip you out pieces there.
It's crazy. They will literally summon lawyers to ruin your day.
So it's like 9:30, right? And we get out of here.
Oh,
Valerian
that was a
jokes.
deep cut bit. Christ.
Yeah, that was some real lore we explored with that one.
I really wish I understood more of the politics of the rest of the area. Because I'm like.
So funny, man. How much gold do we owe the dwarven?
I don't know.
She asked you for another 2 silver on your way out.
I'll just pay that. I don't care.
So, like, hopefully the room is in good condition with all 6 of you walking out.
Bit of bloodstain, but you know.
I've seen worse.
Just kidding. It's fine.
Oh, I was hoping for a little excitement. Oh well.
I left you a note on the desk, but
Ooh, I didn't know we had a desk in there.
oh, sorry, not. The stool to me feels like a desk.
Oh, yeah. I
but-
get that sometimes too with high tops, yeah.
Yeah. But there's a note on the stool for you.
Alright. Thank you, love. And she, like, scurries on over to... She grabs a rag and scurries on over to start cleaning the room after... Lord knows what you all did in there, to her point of view. You all are heading out about 9:30. You let Chris go, give him 10 gold. I'm just going to write that down. That is important for motivation. It shows a good work ethic. Paying up front is usually a good thing for getting jobs done. And make your way towards the... I've said 3 different names for this place. Slippery Skilla? Slippery
I thought I was
Skilla?
going crazy. I'm so glad you said that because I swear I thought I was going crazy.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those one-off
I
names
first
that
wrote
you're supposed
down
to give
the
in
sickly
reference.
skilla, then the slip skilla.
Yeah, it's a name that's like supposed to give, you know, grounding, but it really doesn't matter because you could have just said like over there, and it would have been the same thing. The Slick Skilla tap room.
What? West Side Killer.
Yeah. Exactly. And you make your way about searching the docks adjacent to the Slick Skilla. Everybody go ahead and give me a perception check first.
You got it, boss.
Ooh.
I got a 24 for you.
24,
30.
30.
Also a 30.
Also
I got 24 also.
double 24s, double 30s. All right, well, our lovely 30 lads and ladies. everybody notices that the docks are still bustling at this point in time.
Bus.
The last of the ships are all moored now on the docks, but they're still being unloaded as the late arrivals are. Their cargo is taken off. Everything is getting tied up for the night. You can see dock workers moving various crates and barrels, winches and cables, still pulling large crates and nets off of ships. It's not super crowded. Most of the like dock crowds of just general people are gone. So usually it's only like 2 to 4 people per dock, and the docks literally just docks, rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of docks on the water's edge, all the way down the length of the city. Let me send you all to the map real quick. Give you
Ooh.
some reference. It's just the city map. It's one we've seen before, but it is still a good representation.
What's TT doing over there?
So like if you look, and these docks aren't even to scale, right? There's just dozens and dozens of these docks all along the coastline. And you're somewhere roundabouts, I would say somewhere roundabouts here at this point.
Okay.
So for reference, your hideout's here. You maybe had this scuffle down here, and now you're out into like the middle of the docks, roundabouts here. You all make your way along, looking at the maybe 4 or 5 docks that would be considered like close to the Slickskilla. And Twinkletoes and Oski, you're checking bows and the sides of ships for nameplates. And maybe on the 3rd dock or so that you're checking, you see the Arrowhead, the ship that you're looking for. It's about 50 feet. The dock itself is about 50 feet away from you. What would you all like to do?
First of all, I want to circle back to that note that I left for the barkeep.
Yes, please.
There's a little envelope with a note that says, 1 week from tonight, if there is a large group of canines in the lobby, post this symbol on the window. And it's got this sheet of paper underneath it, and then a platinum for her.
A platinum.
Girl, how much money are you kicking around with?
Not a ton, but I'm trying to keep us safe.
Okay.
And remind me again what exactly Chris said that is going to be happening here. What are we walking into?
Chris told you that Marissa's brother, Jord, who is reasonably up there in terms of the gang hierarchy, is handing off a gift to a friend of his, who happens to be a merchant who is in town today. They're handing it off on the merchant friend's ship, the Arrowhead. That is just where he was supposed to be, doing guard duty, which is why he knows where where Jord is. You got the implication that he has no idea where Marissa is.
Yeah.
But he's like, but I do get my orders from Jord occasionally, and he's gonna be here tonight, so there you go.
And he's a coward.
Do we feel like we need to bust that up? Or do we feel like we just wait for Jord to leave?
I think we assess the situation. If there's more than 4 of them, we follow Jord.
We have the crowd to worry about as well.
Yeah.
We have spectators. That's why I'm thinking, like, the less public stuff. We can, like, stealth on the boat. That's one thing. But, like, it's gonna be hard.
What is So the boat is like right next to the Slickskilla?
The Slickskilla. It is
Slickskilla?
right
whatever.
next to would be a bit of an exaggeration. The boardwalk of this docks section is like 40 feet wide. There really isn't a beach here. So the boardwalk goes over what would be beach and then out into the actual bay for the docks. So the dock itself is probably a good 60 feet off of the boardwalk, and then the boat is moored towards the like latter, 40-ish feet. So the boat itself is what, 70 feet based off of that guesstimation from the closest building, and it's not right next to the Slickskilla. It's like a little bit down.
Okay.
And
Where's
as I
the-
mentioned, there's like only a few dock workers on each, what I guess might be a pier. I've been saying docks, but it'd probably be a pier, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what you're looking at.
What is the general business like of the licked skillet? How busy is it?
You can tell that there are lights on inside, and there seems to be people going in. It's still a little bit early; people aren't pouring out yet. But you can tell that there is commotion. You're hearing noise if you're
Okay.
investigating it. You're hearing
Just mostly
crowd
looking from a
sounds.
distance. I say we might be able to wait until we see someone related to the washboard dogs. I'm not sure we need to rush into anything just yet.
Yeah, maybe we wait for the exchange to happen and then go talk with this merchant.
Did Chris tell us whether the exchange was happening on the boat or on the dock or in the tap room?
On the boat.
We could hide out on the boat.
We could swim around and climb up the other side of the boat as well.
I think it might be best if we let the exchange happen and then pay a visit to this merchant friend and pull a Chris on him, perhaps.
I don't know about the merchant friend, but if this coward of a brother, I think he'd spill. I don't think he would want to put up with anything.
Well, then we wait for him to walk onto the boat and then just follow him on.
Or after he's off the boat, we follow him back to where he's going.
Are we
I think
not
it'll-
concerned at all about this deal he's doing with the merchant, though?
Of course we are, but I think I'm still more concerned about the crowd of people that will witness anything that we do and the potential implications of being seen in whatever activity we get onto.
Wait, I thought he was just giving his friend a gift.
Gift.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, like that's highly suspect, I think. That-
Yeah.
But it was just
Is our goal here
friendship.
to,
I thought it was a meetup between lovers.
If only. Is our goal here to talk to the brother or to get like just generally more information?
Why not both?
Well, it's because to me, if we like the easy thing to do would be let this exchange happen, like ambush this merchant and then grill him for info about like where the brother is, how can we get to the brother? But if we just want to talk to the brother, let's just follow the brother onto the boat, have a combat on the boat away from a crowd.
Well, no, because I think that
And
the
then we have both of
security.
them.
I think the security is going to be on the pier, and people can see on the pier from the dock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I-
yeah, okay.
Also, I don't
if
know
we-
why we would grill the merchant for information about the brother when the brother we can see and follow.
Well, yeah, we could let the exchange happen, watch the brother walk away, then chase, and then follow the brother after
Yeah.
the exchange. That's another
Follow
option.
the brother
The
afterwards.
merchant feels
That's
like,
my thought.
and the exchange, like we should stop it theoretically because it could be bad, but I think that the risks of stopping it are really high.
I think, if
I
we
agree with
see
that.
something like people being exchanged, we stop it.
That's true. We
But-
should see how it enters on. Like, if it's just like a guy with like a little
Yeah.
present, that's whatever. But if it's like a 600
And if
pound
they
chemical drugs,
embrace-
Like, why would you
If they
bring
embrace
security
one
if it was
of
just a gift? Like,
Because
this is
you're important.
obviously-
it's just Secret Service. Like, it's just
Nah,
a
this is
security
something
detail.
Sketchy. This is something sketchy.
Let's reevaluate once we see it happen. But I think that I think going in, our plan should be to let the exchange happen and follow the brother
And
afterward.
just follow the brother after. Okay.
The merchant feels like an extraneous detail. Like, he feels like he's just the reason this guy's here to me. For now, at least. That's how I feel
Yeah.
currently.
I think we need to reevaluate once
Okay.
we see people showing up.
What's the best vantage of the boat that we're looking at on the pier? Is it the licked skillet or is it somewhere else?
So it's a slip. So it is a very low to the water boat. It's got maybe one hull or like one room of hull under the actual deck. So you're able to see from the boardwalk, depending on your light situation, because there isn't really light on the ship itself. There's like
Dark
maybe
vision, baby.
there's maybe 2 lanterns hung up on the dock itself, but those are only in like 20 feet of light, of bright light. If you get on the boardwalk, you're able to see onto the ship, the actual.
We just need to see when this guy's gonna actually like roll up to the boat. You know what I mean? We're definitely looking for like a bunch of people with washboards. It's like whenever we're gonna see those guys and wherever we can hang out that is like pretty inconspicuous.
Roll me a perception check.
Sure. That is a 31.
31.
31.
It's funny you should mention that, because as you all are having this conversation, and Kashak, you're like, all right, let's just stake it out and take a look, see what's going on. You turn towards the ship, and you see a group of people exiting from the hold onto the deck. You're like having trouble making it out. Do you have dark vision?
Not innately, but if
Okay.
I start seeing something, it's one action for me to turn on my goggles.
Yeah. So you turn on your goggles, and you see that there are 6 people on the deck. 2 pairs of 2 move to the edge of the water, and then 2 of them, of the 4, are thrown into the water, and you hear a splash.
Are they dead? Like, are they bodies?
I don't know.
Wait.
Yeah, see, this is
Wait. 2 pairs of 2.
6 people come up from the hold. 4 of those people walk to the edge, and then 2 of those 4 take their partners and throw them into the water.
And their partners are like okay with that?
It's hard to tell.
Oh, we gotta go.
Yeah.
I
we
want
gotta
to be
deal
on
with
that
that.
boat. This-
Yeah.
I want to be on that boat.
Wait, let's just go deal with that now. Yeah, that's fine. We should. I see people being sacrificed to the ocean gods. We should deal with this immediately.
And we'll be right back in about 13 minutes. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll be back at 8:50 Eastern Standard Time to see what happens with the people who just got chucked off a boat. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll be right back.
See y'all soon.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After a rather amicable interrogation of our good friend Chris with a K, you all make your way to the Arrowhead, a ship where Geord was potentially going to be tonight, to make a handoff of a, quote, gift for his friend. You all find the inn that was demarcated as a... It's going to be close to the... What did I say? Slickskilla?
Spitting Skilla.
What didn't you say, actually?
I meant sick Skilla, as in it's fucking sick. And as you get there, you debate how you should approach the situation, whether or not you care about the merchant, whether or not you care about the handoff, whether or not you want to follow Geord when he's leaving, or confront him as he's approaching. And as you all make a pseudo decision to just wait and see what happens for a little longer, Kashak turns and sees that a group of people are getting up out of the hold onto the deck of the ship itself. Turns on his night vision goggles to see 2 people get thrown overboard. And you all decide that you want to get onto that ship now.
We getting on. Let's go.
So,
Let's get it on.
I want to be very explicit here. We are entering encounter mode. Doesn't necessarily mean combat, so I'd like everybody to roll perception or another applicable skill that you would like to use.
My Scout's warning just triggers on initiative, and I mean, I did say, like, they're doing some stuff, let's go.
Yeah,
so I
absolutely.
imagine it would trigger a +2 circumstance bonus to the initiative check.
100%.
I get a +1 item bonus to perception checks involving sight with the goggles of night. Would this be a perception check involving sight?
100%.
Okay, cool.
I would like to go last. So
Sure.
I, to the rest of my party, say, "What's going on? Oh, off to you!" And
Ben, you're muted, my man.
Thank you. Sorry. I will not enact my battle cry because I don't know who the people are we are approaching, so I'm not just going to shout aimlessly into the void.
Are we like running towards the little wooden
The boat.
plane that goes onto the boat? Like, are we on the docks right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing, is we're running onto the docks to get onto the boat. That's what I'm
Same.
picturing.
And there's no like guards next to that entrance to the boat.
Will tell us in a second, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going into encounter mode. I'll explain more. I just need your initiatives so that we can take track of where people are, what order they're going in, things like that.
can perception just be a
Yeah.
roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oski.
Don't forget your +2 from Scout's warning.
I literally rolled a natural 20, so
What's your total?
a total of 33.
33.
Oh, 36. Excuse me. Thanks to the
Oh, you're just
Scout
last
Board.
in the initiative, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just rate last instead of a number.
Is she last in the initiative, or is she last in our
I'm last in
initiatives?
initiative.
in
the
the initiative overall? And Kashak?
91 for a 20.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
I'm taking in everything before I get moving, but then
She
I'm
just
going.
vacuuming information.
okay, all right.
Then I'm off like a bullet, even though I don't really know what that is.
That's fine. I will explain more in just a moment. So, I'm going to take you to a map.
I don't know what a bullet is, but okay.
I mean, bullets exist
Yeah,
in this world.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
just
mean
don't
she
think
knows
Super
that.
Coast has really encountered guns
they're
yet.
not.
So.
They're not. They are rare. They're pretty rare. So here we go. Here's the thing. Oh, I should zoom out a little bit. I'm going to explain more momentarily. So
He knows what a cannonball is.
you all are at the end of this dock here. There are 2 dock workers. You can see them like picking up crates, moving stuff. When they hear the splashes, you see like both of them kind of like turn to see what's going on the deck. Exactly. And then on the deck itself, you see 4 figures. You see 2 clearly washboard dogs. Another gentleman wearing like the same kind of blue coloration that the washboard dogs have. And then presumably some kind of ship's captain. You see like the captain's hat and like a finer, cloak that he's wearing. Clearly like a mercantile type standing on the dock. Now, they are locked in conversation, apparently having some kind of heated discussion, but you can't make out what they're saying over the din and the noise. Bastro, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh boy. So in encounter mode, you can enter a stance, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good to know. Shoot.
All of your things that have specific action denotations are in counter mode. They're not combat, they're in counter mode. Combat isn't a thing in D&D, or in Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Pathfinder.
Excuse me. In Pathfinder 2nd Edition, there's no such thing as combat mode. It's just encounter mode.
It's a particular type of encounter mode.
Well, I guess first action, Bastard will cast Shield on himself. Second action, he'll enter his arcane stance. And before he issues his third action, he's going to look to the group. Are we just going to rush on board? Is that the plan here?
Yeah, I think so.
Oski's making the go motion.
All right, Bastro.
Go.
Sprints. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He's right there.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
All right. So, they're still locked in discussion. Oski.
Oski will. First action, enter Everstand stance. Second action. No, he's just spent 2 actions sprinting then. So 50 feet of movement for Oski. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He gets to there, that's his full turn.
Okay. All right. So, Kashak, you still have your night vision active
For an hour.
for an hour. Bastro, what's your light situation? Or
Dark vision.
dark vision?
Mhm.
All right. So, Oski, Bastro, Kashak, the 3 of you, upon hearing a large orc running down a dock in full plate.
Oh.
This guy here, you hear him yell, "What did you do? Who did you bring?" And you see him draw a glass vase-like object, and he chucks it towards Oski. Oski, it lands on the wood of the dock at your feet and shatters, and immediately erupts in this thick green mist. It smells of rotten eggs and salt water. And then Kashak, you see this guy just disappear.
Great.
Oh,
Just blinks out.
Which guy? Where was he?
The one who just
Right.
threw.
The brother. That's gotta be the brother.
And Oski,
I think that was the merchant, honestly.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
as this viscous green mist, the wind coming off of the bay disperses it. And all four of you, in your minds, hear, I will feed on you to satiate my master's hunger. And a creature is standing from where the mist erupted.
Oh!
Like a summoning vial or something like that?
What
Yeah,
the
wait,
hell is
what?
that?
And this large, long,
Oh.
wolf-like creature
Is that a werewolf?
Oh!
is
Oh, that's
standing where the mist dissipated from, where that glass object shattered.
Oh, I was not expecting this.
Nor was I.
And then it looks at you, Oski, and just says, you look tender. And it's going to swing at you. Actually, it's going to bite at you.
Let me just pull up the Warwick talk box for a second.
Yeah, really. That is a 35 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
35.
You guys are 9th level, right?
Who's asking?
Yeah, what?
The
What?
GM.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Just want to make sure I'm not screwing you guys over on this one. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I rolled d6s. They're d12s of damage.
Oh.
That's not a d12. That's a d12.
This thing's
Roll
horrifying.
D12s of damage.
That's
Why is it
fine.
green?
That's only 20 points of piercing.
Piercing. Okay.
6 points of evil,
Okay.
and I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Oh, fortitude, you say? Oh, please.
Yep.
Come on. Oh, I shouldn't open my big mouth. Fortitude with this. Yeah, I'm using a hero point on that. Oh my god, I rolled a single digit higher. It's a 24 total fortitude save.
You feel fine.
1 digit higher is still good hero point economy, by the way.
Still good. By the way, I don't know if there is, but if it's a success, I get a critical success on fortitude saves.
Okay.
I don't know if it matters. It probably doesn't, but
No,
But
that's
it's
good.
night.
That's good.
It's good information.
It's going to swing claws at you for its second action. 27. Not gonna hit you.
it clangs off of Oski's armor.
Okay. Yeah, might as well, right? I'm not sure it knows yet. It will then one action magic missile you.
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah. It casts magic missile for one action. On Oski.
You don't have AOLs, right?
No, I don't have an attack opportunity.
It's gonna be 7 points of damage as these 3 green bolts just shoot out of its clawed fingers and like circle around you and slam into your back.
Wow.
That's its turn. Kashak, as I mentioned, you watch this man disappear after throwing a vial that erupts in smoke. I should say a large glass, like vase, like object that erupts in smoke. And when the smoke dissipates, you hear this voice in your head, and this large creature is in the spot where the smoke erupted, biting and savaging Oski. What would you like to do?
So the creature that was next to the man with the hat is gone.
There's a lot going on here. I do apologize. As this creature materializes, I need... apologize. I should have done this. I need Oski and Bastro to roll me another fortitude save.
With a smoke.
Oh, there's a nat 20.
Okay.
How's a 39 do ya?
Pretty well.
I'm not even joking. I just rolled another nat 20.
Okay.
That's 2 nat 20s tonight.
So, both of you feel...
High five, Oski. Holy
Both of you
shit.
feel this wave, and Oski, this is not an unfamiliar feeling to you. A wave of almost
Oh no.
physical deprivation, as if you hadn't eaten in days, weeks even, but you're both able to push it off. You do notice, however, that both of the dock workers and all 3 of the people on the deck of the ship, as this thing comes out, just collapse, unconscious.
Every other living entity is collapsed.
Correct.
Weird.
Yeah, what? Wait, the people on the boat too are collapsed, or just the dock workers?
Correct. The people on the boat as well.
Who threw this?
Heck.
The
guy who
guy who
vanished.
disappeared.
Oh,
And he's- And he's still disappeared.
Still disappeared.
Okay. As a general point of order, I do have blind fight, which, for the full meaning of that, I'm assuming they are hidden, which is like the highest form of what isn't basically invisibility. If I'm actually, I think that's all irrelevant. Never mind. That's only if I was targeting a hidden creature.
Yeah, so the person who disappeared is currently undetected to you.
Undetected. Okay.
If they were
When I'm-
invisible and you rolled a seek check in the squares that they were in and you succeeded, then they would become hidden, but still
Gotcha.
invisible.
Just so you're aware, if I'm adjacent to an undetected creature of my level or lower, they are instead only hidden from me,
Understood.
and then everything else will be as needed. In any case,
Roll me
Kashak.
a free perception check.
okay, happily.
Also, just FYI,
Oski and
Bastro
Bastro can
has
do that as well.
Bastro has the motion sense, imprecise scent.
Very good.
Yeah, and Sheether has scent within 30 feet.
Okay.
I rolled a 28 perception.
Yeah,
Natural 1.
21 for you.
21. 28, Oski.
28 for
Oh.
Oski.
And Bastro.
A 1.
91.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything. Or hear anything.
Or feel anything.
Well, I can't speak for your soul, but...
I don't know how to feel anymore.
Kashak, it is your turn. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Draws the bow, hunts the wolf creature, and then will fire an arrow. That is a 35 to hit.
35 is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Excellent.
Have you guys seen the most recent Suicide Squad movie?
No,
No.
Well,
no spoilers.
No.
yeah, never mind. It's been out for years, but yeah.
Not the Jared Leto one, right?
No, not that one. The one after that one.
Yeah, no, I
that
haven't
one
seen it.
sucked.
That is 13 points of piercing damage,
13.
7 of which is precision, if that matters.
Okay.
As I have hunted this creature, Sheether will then start to make her way downtown. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she'll be there.
Okay.
That's Kashak's turn.
Look at those. It is your turn.
All right. So, I have panache,
Yes.
which means that I have 45 feet of movement.
Correct.
Who here is unconscious? Can you mark who's unconscious?
Everybody that isn't you or the big wolf thing.
It is now us
Or your
again
allies.
for now.
So, this guy. This guy.
So weird.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
This guy. this guy, and this guy.
Okay.
And you
I'm
saw
gonna-
as soon as this thing came out of the mist, Oski and Bastro seemed to push something off, like resist something, but all 5 of them just collapsed to the ground.
I'm gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45.
Roll me a fortitude save.
$29.
You feel fine?
All right. Second action. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I'm looking for the guy that went invisible.
Roll a perception check.
Oh my goodness, rolling rocks. 32.
32, and you do not have dark vision?
I do not.
You hear something in the water beyond that side of the boat, like the far side of the boat from the dock. You just hear but you're looking out there, there's no light out there, you have no idea.
Okay. Is that my third action, that perception check?
Yeah, you were seeking.
Okay. Then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. End of round 1. Bastro, top of round 2, what would you like to do?
First action, 5, 15, 20. Second action, Bastro's right arm turns into basically a lance as his feathers all point in one direction towards his fist. He's going to Gouging Claw, Spell Strike this guy. First, he's going to feint, thanks to Distracting Spell Strike. So, feint against Will. That was a shit roll. 23.
23 is a failure.
Okay. So just normal spell strike attack. God, those 2 nat 20s used up all my luck.
Honestly, not bad ones to use it up on, though.
22 to hit.
That is a miss. And it will take its reaction.
Oh,
Roll a fortitude save.
I don't like this.
is this an attack action?
No.
Or sorry, damage. Is this a damaging action?
No.
Okay, then never mind.
What'd you get?
25.
Okay. As you like punch out with your lance-like arm, it just brushes its fingers across as you pass by, just grazes the top of your arm, and you just feel like drained, like your mouth goes dry, your skin goes sallow. Those who can see, like, all of the eyes just like sink into the sockets and get bloodshot. You take 6 points of negative damage, and you are now fatigued.
Now wait, there is damage here.
It's a fortitude save, though. It's not an attack.
It doesn't have to be an attack. It just has to be damage.
Is this your champion's reaction?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
What does it say?
An enemy damages your ally, and both are within 15 feet.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was an attack specifically. Yeah, so
yeah.
you can use that to reduce that 6 points of damage if you would like.
So then, yeah, Oski would invoke the divine rights of Masluda and triggers champion's reaction. You get resistance 11. The wolf, or whatever this is now enfeebled 2 after whatever resolves. and will have 3 persistent good damage on it.
Okay.
Which again will only affect it if it is evil.
Correct. Yes. Only if it's evil will that matter.
It's gonna take the unharmed by the triggering damage.
Okay. It does have that option.
So it does repent a little bit.
Yeah.
So am I still fatigued or no?
We did it.
You're still
First
fatigued.
time.
You just don't take.
No, the second time. That's the second time.
Second time.
So Oski, you call down the glimpse of redemption, pushing divine images of its sins straight to its brain. You see it just shake its head and it snarls at you, and in your own head, again, you hear, "I have feasted on your kind before, champion, and your flesh will taste ever the sweeter." Bastard, it's still your turn. You have one more action. Or
No,
was that everything?
I don't. That was it.
Okay.
There was 2 reactions on Bastro's.
Free
Yeah,
free
it was a
action
reaction
for
on a
Peter. Free action for Peter. He's going to grab the greater staff of healing from
Is
my
it a
bag.
free action or is it a one action that he gets independently?
It's an independent action. So you're right. It is an independent action, not a
Just want
free
to make sure we're
action.
not confusing that.
Yeah, you are correct. Independent action, but he does just grab it. Now he's
Do we think Peter can carry a staff out of your backpack?
yes.
What do you mean? He's got
because the
2
staff
hands for
is-
wings.
Is
He can carry 3 things.
a one-handed item. So
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, drawing a staff from your backpack,
It ain't my game.
your bird does. Well, I'm imagining it more like it's pulling like the edge of the staff out enough so that Bastard could grip it. It's
Yeah.
not, it's like unzipping or unhooking the bag, and
he's basically preparing it to hand it off.
yeah. I'll allow it. It's no familiar catapult that he was doing with his last familiar build, so it's not even the
The
most egregious
cannon
thing
of
that
death.
Dan has done with familiars.
Only going to get more complicated.
It's fine. I'll just kill your character. That's the end of its turn. Oski, it is now your turn.
The whole time, ever since this thing emerged, the tattoos on Oski's head are going crazy. But since Oski rolled a crit success on that fortitude save, he is like fighting them off. But Bastra, since you're standing right next to them, or right next to Oski, you see the tattoos doing what they normally do when they like take control of Oski, but Oski's resisting it. Which is it's a big deal for Oski right now. This
Why
thing
did
is
Oski-
clearly triggering something in Oski. But first action, he's going to raise his shield. Second action, he is going to. He's just gonna strike out with his second action.
Strike out with his second action. Okay. Roll hit.
Dirty 20.
It's unfortunately gonna miss.
Yeah, with a glancing blow with his shield, he will use his third action to try and recall knowledge on what this thing might be.
Sure. Roll me a religion.
Nice. Much better roll. That's a 30.
30. Okay. And Oski, you would be probably very familiar with these. Yeah, actually. So, in your quest to understand what has happened to you, what kind of curse has been laid upon you, you very early on ran into the distinction between daemons and demons. And this would be a type of daemon that you came across in your research, known as a
Those are the
meladaemon.
neutral ones.
Those are
right?
neutral evil, yes.
Meladaemon.
They are the meladaemons, also known as famine demons. So they spread famine in their wake. They are denizens of Abaddon, the neutral evil plane, and their touch. So the thing that is affecting everybody around you is their consumptive aura. They They have an
That's
aura
so bad
around
for
them
whiskey.
of famine. So every living creature around them is susceptible to an aura that would sap them of all of their strength as if they had not eaten in days. Furthermore, I think they can cast a number of spells, some of them at will, and this applies to all daemons, so I'm not, I'll let you pick a specific thing in a minute. And the thing that it affected Bastra with is its touch can drain you of your body's water, as if you hadn't drank in days.
Wow.
So that's what's happened to Bastro, is when it touched him, it like drained the water out of his body. Is there a specific thing you would like to know?
I get one piece of information.
One piece of information. I gave you the general and then the things
Yeah,
that have
sure.
already happened. So what's one piece of information that you would like to know?
What do we think here, party? Weaknesses or resistances? Those are always my go-tos. But which do we think is more important for this guy?
Weaknesses.
Weaknesses.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Weaknesses. And any weaknesses?
It is weak to good.
Nice.
Hey, that's why it took the no triggering damage. That is so good to know. Okay. Cool.
All right.
All right.
And with your turn over,
That's my turn. Yep.
it is now redoubling its efforts on Oski. You just now hear a cacophony of howling and screeching and snarling rattling around in your mind as it pushes the full force of its telepathy to distract you as it goes in for a bite. It is going to be a 37 to hit.
That'll hit. I'm going to, I think, trigger my shield block reaction
Okay.
here.
Very good. Okay. It's going to be 29 points of damage, points of
Okay.
piercing, as well as 2 points of
15.
evil.
2 points of evil.
I'm then going to need a fortitude save.
Okay. Oh, baby. How's a 36?
You're fine. That's his first action. Yeah, it still wouldn't know. He begins casting a spell.
That will trigger.
Cough, cough. He
attacks
begins
opportunity,
casting a spell.
Bastro.
Does it? I was just trying to
it
think.
does. It does. It
Yes.
absolutely does.
Okay, well then, yeah, I punch it in the face
Yeah.
as it tries to cast a spell. I was just thinking that. Oh, ha ha, oh, 36.
That is a hit, but not a crit. The spell will still
Damn.
go off.
Gosh darn it. Good rolls though. 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Very good.
A 5 and a
Uh,
6.
Good old solid punch to the leg. Trying to dead leg this thing. It casts a spell. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Sorry, 1 second.
I'm not excited for what this.
Yeah, does not sound interesting in the least.
Yeah.
There's
we're,
just
we're
a-
at, like.
Just a crack as the space around you warps and it steps through a shimmering veil and steps out behind Kashak.
You little.
Dimension door. I love it.
Oh.
Kashak, I need a
You
fortitude
want-
save.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Is this a disease effect or a paralysis effect?
The aura is not, no.
Okay. 30.
30, you're fine.
Does Shithra have to roll that too, or is she outside the range?
She already did.
oh,
Did
she
she?
already did.
Wait,
Okay.
did she not?
No, she
didn't.
doesn't. Yeah.
Let me check range. Yes, she does. Thank you, Ben.
higher than that.
Fair enough. All right. That is the end of its turn, however. It is now Kashak.
Huh.
Yeah,
This is
sorry, I screwed up your plan.
it's a little different than I expected.
Yeah, yikes.
He's gonna yell to Sheethra. In Iruxi, he'll yell something to the effect of, Sheethra, come back over here. And she's gonna run 10 feet, and then it's going to bite this creature.
Okay.
How's a 29?
That is a miss.
29's a miss. Awesome.
Oh, I thought that was a hit. Wow.
Remember that time I asked if you were level 9?
She takes up one of his actions. He's then going to run. Let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Why not? And then he will fire an arrow.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Miss. 22.
22. Just because it is now becoming more relevant, any space that has, well, the boxes are difficult terrain. And let me just make clear which actual physical squares are difficult terrain.
The crates.
The crates, yeah. That, and
And that whole bottom section there.
that are all difficult terrain.
That's huge for me to know.
Is that the end of your turn, Kashak?
Sure is.
All right. It is now Twinkletoes.
So you said I heard a sound coming from over
It's
this edge.
yeah. So like, if you're looking out on the opposite side of the ship, from the pier, there's no light out there, which is why I say you can't really see anything. But your perception check was good enough that you hear a like rhythmic splashing sound coming from somewhere beyond you.
And would that make sense given the fact that we saw 2 men get thrown overboard?
I can't
Over
draw
there?
that conclusion for you.
But that's where we saw the 2 men getting thrown overboard.
That is true.
There.
Yeah.
So here's what I think. I think the guy turned invisible through this thing, stepped into the cloud. This thing made him transform into... That vapor made him transform into this monster thing. My small theory.
Didn't he vanish after he threw it, though? He threw it, then vanished. Oh, but you're saying he, like, while he vanished, stepped in and then turned?
I should be a little
Maybe.
bit more clear on the order of events. You saw the thing, and he disappeared at the same time.
Okay.
So you're
So my theory is false.
yeah, you're certain that this thing isn't that guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
First action through the vial.
There was just-
second 2
yeah.
actions cast invisibility.
there was just a lot.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on at the exact same time. So I apologize if the timeline wasn't clear, but it is clear that he is not this thing. They're 2 separate entities.
Okay. For my first action, I would like to run to this side of the ship and look over the edge and see if I can see a little buoy riding off or something.
Sure. Roll a perception for me.
32.
You don't. What do you mean? Could you explain more about what you mean, buoy riding
I'm
off?
trying to look over and see if I see people holding on, if there are little lifeboats over there with the 2 guys that got thrown over,
Okay.
like in them or something. Like, I'm
You see 3 things.
okay.
First, you see like a little, like 2 little posts coming off that have ropes dangling under them. The other 2 things that you see are bodies floating in the water next to the boat.
I thought you said 3 things.
Yes, you see. Okay. You see the spot where a lifeboat should have been, and 2
Okay.
bodies.
Okay. The two bodies are two of the three things, is what?
Yes.
Okay. I was waiting for three, like.
Sorry. You see two bodies and a spot where a lifeboat should have been.
So I see two things. Okay. All right.
I think each of those lives was important enough to merit one thing each. So you have one more action?
Two, I guess one more. I guess with my final action, I'll run back over to where my party's at. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That's my turn.
All right, end of round 2, top of round 3. Bastro.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Guess we're going after this thing. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20.
If you can move a little further, it'd be appreciated.
And Pastor is gonna look over at Oski. He's gonna be like, "You got it," and he's gonna disappear completely.
Oh, nice.
And he's going to be right over here, and he's going to slug this
Nice.
guy in the back as he teleports behind him using dimensional assault.
Nothing,
Awesome.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Love that.
You're already dead.
Omewa.
Bushidaru. Nani?
Nani?
That is a 34 to hit.
Yeah.
34 is gonna hit.
All right.
You just look up the 6 different tabs that I need for that one action.
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. What kind of damage is that?
It's bludgeoning.
Fair play, fair play. Alright, and that's the end of your turn.
Correcto.
Alright. Very,
That was a focus point that I used.
very good. Very good. Yeah, this spell is so cool. You tumble through, it's one action, you tumble through your space, making a short dimensional hop to better position yourself for an attack. Teleport to any square in range that's within reach of a creature and make a melee strike against one creature within your reach. And the range
Yep.
is half of your movement speed.
Cool.
With 35 movement speed, 15 feet of teleportation.
Did that mean he had to roll for tumble through though?
No,
No.
I'm teleporting. I'm not
You're
tumbling.
teleporting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's an insane spell. It's so cool.
the tumble
Yeah,
through space.
It's a great focus spell.
Yeah. The quote, you tumble through space, end quote, is flavor text.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
But they-
the Magus Arcana that you are is the coolest one. The Laughing Shadow one. It's just like
It's so
so
cool.
much fun. It's so fun.
You punch him in the back, right in the kidneys, if he had them. You're not really sure how Damon Anatomy works. Oski, it is your turn.
All right. I think I can just perfectly get flanking with Bastro. So I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20 with 5 feet to spare. It's just gonna move though. It doesn't really matter. I should have asked you to hold your turn. All right, that's okay. Oski raises his shield.
He moves, I'll stop.
That's 3 actions.
All right. What to do? What to do? What to do? It's going to attempt to bite Bastro.
Bastro is about to become a skin stitch werewolf.
Yo.
I like how every enemy now canonically makes skin stitches, just for funsies. Math is hard.
No, it's not.
It is when you're bad at it. 39.
Oh my god. That's a
It's
crit.
gonna trigger my reaction. Masluta's table is no place for gluttony, and it has the choice of no damage or all the things that happen.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one for you. Yeah, that was a crit. You heard it.
I know. I wish he hadn't said it was a crit before you said your reaction. He'll take the persistent bid. And the
Okay, so
enfeebled.
Bastro, resistance 11 after this attack, enfeebled 2, and he will have 3 persistent good damage. Plus weakness.
Oh, my friend, it's far more than 3.
That's plus weakness, right.
Yeah. Oh, that's a die on the ground. Plus... that's gonna be 57 points of damage.
Sir,
46 points of damage.
I believe that's a mistake. You tripled that damage.
I did not. It's rolling d12s, my friend.
With the resistance, it's 46 points of damage.
Plus 4 points of good damage. And I need you to roll a fortitude save.
You mean evil damage?
What did I say? Good damage?
Yeah.
Yes.
How much good
It's evil
damage do I get?
It's evil damage.
How much?
4.
4. Okay.
He is also taking persistent damage. Where's my marker? What's your fortitude save? And he is enfeebled.
Natural 20 for a
Oh my god.
34.
Yeah.
I just don't believe you at this point.
I am not even joking.
I
Like,
just don't believe you.
it's been a good and bad night for me.
He then begins casting a spell.
But I punch him in the nuts.
You can certainly try. Roll to hit.
Yikes. 23.
That is a miss. He's gonna touch you again. You take
He don't touch you.
4 points of negative damage, and you are still fatigued.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay.
And he goes loop all the way down.
Oh my god, you can just... Wow.
So I don't make a saving roll for that or anything?
Nope. Oh, for that one, yeah, actually you do. Roll another fortitude save.
Yeah, but
For your 4 points of damage.
Nice.
Roll another natural 20, I dare you. I double dog dare you.
You're not gonna believe me. I'm just gonna roll again. I actually did just roll. I actually just rolled another natural 20. But if you don't believe me, I'll roll again. I'm not even, like.
The statistical likelihood.
I'm not even joking. We gotta invest in dice scams. Like, this is what.
Well, it's really easy when you figure out how to pick up a die and then just have it land on the same number. Like, it's not, there's an order to roll.
Pick it up, put it down. That's
Pick it up, put it down.
rolling,
That's
right?
So that $26 charge that you put on the company card, that was for a D20 with all 20s on it, or
I just ordered
No company
something called
card,
weighted
Simon.
dice. I just thought they'd be a little bit heavier, but
yeah, you
seems
just
the
want
only.
you wanted heavier dice, not yeah.
Well, dice with a good weight to it. Weighted
Exactly.
dice.
I did roll a natural 20, so that's my result, I guess.
Yeah, you don't take the 4 points of damage. You are still fatigued though.
Okay, I've been fatigued, so. Am I fatigued for like one round? Is it?
You're
a
fatigued
duration?
until I tell you you're not.
Okay.
Yeah. You could roll a religion check to learn a little more.
Maybe.
Yeah. Unfortunately, well, I should say you learned why it happened. You would need to do more to learn like the fallout of that happening. That is its turn. Kashak, you're up, my friend.
Okay, so this creature is outside of my first range increment, but he's inside my second, so I would just take a -2 on the attack if I can see him
You can see on the boat.
with the edge of the boat. Okay.
So the boat has like torches at the prow and the stern, or at the bow and the
Yeah.
stern. So like the middle is like low light, but the very front and back are bright light, so you can see it from where you are.
Why did it go there?
I think it's just hiding or like waiting out. Maybe the enfeebled. I don't know.
No, it's gonna cast the spell.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it did. Yeah, it's clearly a spellcaster of sorts.
Kashak's gonna open up with a point blank shot stance, and he's gonna square up a little bit. He sees this thing's a little farther away, get the right angle. Let's take a shot. So this is at a -2. Rolled a dog roll, 25.
25 is a miss.
Let's roll again.
Just hear a
Why not?
splash far off in the distance.
Yeah, 23 is gonna miss too. 2 arrows loosed. Sheathra is going to mindlessly run 5, 10. Oh, where we go? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And that will be the lizard's turn. She is like full like dog chasing a ball. She is like down and then it's gone, and then she is going up there, and then it is the other way. So she has no real cerebral cortex going on right now.
Twinkletoes, it is your turn.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 first action. 5, 10, 20, 25 second action.
Remind me how
Third
tall you
action.
are again.
What?
Remind me how tall you are again.
2'9".
Are you
just
gonna make stairs difficult terrain?
No. I am
Oh, that's what I
just
thought this was.
astounded by a 2'9" creature moving 45 feet in 2 seconds.
She's so fast. It's insane.
It's amazing.
It's like, just imagine the speediest little parkour bullet, like, person, and that's what you got.
I mean, it's just astounding. It's really like you're
Thank
running as
you.
fast as a cheetah, faster even.
Yes.
It's
With-
because she's so performative. That's how.
yeah.
More because I'm so acrobatic, but, you know. Anyway,
It's because she buckles so many swashes.
that's because I buckle so many swashes.
How many
So
swashes have
many
you buckled?
swashes.
All the
Have you
swashes.
tried buckling more swashes to get faster? Anyone?
This is a confident finisher.
I would say so.
I'm gonna hero point it.
Ooh.
Hey, 3 to an 18. That's gonna be a 36 to hit.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Straight money. Straight money.
Cash money in the paper.
We call that good hero point economy in this town.
Call that excellent hero point economy.
That one's cocked. That's cocked again. Okay. 6, 7, 9, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18 points of piercing damage.
18 points of piercing damage. Okay.
Did this creature take a persistent good damage, by the way?
Thank you for reminding me. It's gonna roll its flat check. 18 on the flat check.
So it passes.
Still
Takes one
It
instance.
still
and
takes
then-
a chunk of good damage, though. I'll tell you that.
Good damage.
Good damage.
Yeah, and Twinkletoes, as you're up close to it, you just see that there are like these white lines, like lightning bolts, that are just exploding out from its eyes, and it's like growling in pain. End of round 3, right?
Mhm.
Top of round 4. Bastro,
Oh boy, Bastro is going to.
ready to take a hike, friend?
He's gonna sprint. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Third action, recall knowledge on this guy.
Roll a religion for me.
Okay. Oh. My character sheet closed. 26.
26. Unfortunately, you're not able to glean any additional information about this creature.
Bastro hounds dogs with his feet in frustration. Basically. That's the end of his turn.
That's the end of his turn. Oski.
He's getting a workout in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah, he's right on it, isn't he?
He'll go 5, 10,
Yeah.
20, 25, right there. And he'll... I mean, there's nothing else he really can do. I could just move, but I'm expecting this thing to teleport again, maybe. No, he would want to get closer to Twinkle Toes, so he'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's just three move actions. That's his full turn.
I think we all just want to be a little closer to Twinkle Toes.
Oh.
Very good. Twinkle Toes, he's going to bite you.
I figured.
42 to hit.
That's a crit.
42.
That was about as high as it gets.
Man.
So, it's going
That's
to
a
be...
big...
That's terrifying.
Um, $49 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Is that with enfeebled?
Yeah. 6 points of evil damage, and I need you to roll a fortitude save.
All right. That's
Is that within
gonna be a
15 feet, Ben?
Yeah. No.
Sorry. Guys, go ahead.
Okay. It's gonna be a 17 fortitude.
17. Okay. You feel fine.
For now.
That's not good.
Not.
That's not good.
It's then going to begin casting a spell.
Attack of opportunity, possible.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity. I miss.
Oski, roll a will save.
What? Okay, was not expecting that.
I know.
Oh yeah. All right. That's a 33.
33? Okay. Your entire body just feels like it is on fire. Every nerve fiber just exploding as if you were caught in like a miasma of flame. You take I need to do a die roller for this.
You heard what I rolled, right?
Yeah. And then I looked at my character sheet. And then I did the appropriate thing.
Cool.
So, I can secret roll on this, right? I wasn't prepared to roll this many die. Okay, sorry.
I like surely passed that, right? Like 33?
So you take 24 points of mental damage. That is halved, by the way. And that's it.
That's it.
24 is halved like 12, or 24 is already halved?
24 is already
It's already
halved.
halved, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's its turn. Kashak, what would you like to do?
I want to command Sheath through to get onto the deck of this friggin' boat. Here's the deal. I want to command her to make a long jump, which involves a stride of 10 feet and then a 5, 10, 15, 20-foot jump.
Okay.
That is a DC 20 athletics check. So
Okay.
it's 20 feet jumped. Oops. She succeeds with a 21.
All
And
right.
that is her actions. I'm still in my point blank, and I'm still very far away from this creature.
It's only 100 feet.
It's just difficult terrain there
Where?
in front of me. So 5, 10,
Yeah, the boxes are
20. Let's go to there and then take a shot. It's still outside of my first range, but I can make some stuff
Yeah,
happen.
you eventually just gotta get closer, right?
Yeah, gotta move. So, here we go. That is a 31 to hit.
There it is.
That is a hit.
Okay, that's good to hear. Oops. Just throwing dice today. 11. That is 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Good shot.
Nice. 17. And that is my whole turn.
That is your whole turn. The Twinkle Toes. This thing just bit you. What would you like to do about
Uh-huh.
it?
Thank God all the things went unconscious.
What would you like to do about the fact that it just bit you?
Let me see what I've got in my inventory. That would probably be a...
Oh man, I've been doing this entirely wrong. Twinkle Toes, at the beginning of your turn, please roll Fortitude save.
Okay.
Oh.
26.
Wrong.
I was
Not
playing it
hard.
as a first edition aura.
26.
26. You are going to take 5 points of negative damage, and you are fatigued.
I'm going to do a quick little backflip off of this deck to get away from this guy.
Into
Okay.
the water?
No, just
Rad.
down to
Gnarly.
the lower
See
deck.
ya.
So just for reference, fatigued is a -1 status penalty to AC and saving throws.
Yep. It's great.
Yeah. So I want to get away from him real quick.
Okay.
I'm then going to draw my sinew shock serum.
Oh, I like it. Are we actually using consumables in a combat?
Oh my God.
You're not saving that for after the end boss because you might need it?
Never mind. It's only clumsy or enfeebled, not fatigued. Never
Oh,
mind.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Good thought,
To
though.
know
Good
it,
thought.
well, to answer your question, we're not doing it.
We play Pathfinder 2nd Edition like we play Square Enix games. Every consumable goes unused forever.
Yep.
I might need this later.
Watching the credits.
I'll use it in the DLC.
So in that case, my first action, I'm gonna go a little further.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to the side of the boat, and I'm gonna slide down the rope to try to check out those bodies and see if they're dead or playing dead.
Roll me in acrobatics.
So it's just like, I'm out.
Yeah, roll me in acrobatics. The ropes are wet.
I do have a climb speed.
You have a climb speed.
I do.
How far is your climb speed?
I have a climb speed of 10 when 15 right now because I have had panache already.
And how many actions were you using to get over there?
1.
One. Jack, could you look up if you have to spend an action changing move speeds like you do?
You do.
You do?
Changing move speeds requires a new action.
So here's the thing. You can spend the additional action to start climbing down, or you could use that same action and jump off, but try to grab a ledge to grab the rope on your way down, if you would like to try to do that. Or spend your reaction to grab the ledge.
Is a reflex save.
I'm fatigued, so that sounds dumb. I'm gonna climb.
It doesn't actually affect your...
I'm fatigued, so that sounds dumb to me.
Okay. So
I don't think I would, when tired, jump off a ledge when I am capable of doing that.
Your time and like
so,
it.
yeah, you spend the additional action to get down. It's only 15 feet of space, so you have plenty of movement on that action to get all the way to the water. Would that be your third action, or only your second?
So went over there, first action, switch to climb, second action, and
Okay.
then climb down, third action.
No, sorry, climbing down would have been your second action. It's not like a full action
Oh.
just to switch. It's
Oh,
just you.
okay.
You would have to it doesn't matter if you still have 10 feet of movement left in your first action. You just have to
Yes.
stop at the rope and then your second action go down.
Understood.
Like you can't move
So,
20
third
and then
action-
climb 10, and that's 30. That's not how that. Yeah, he said it. So
Third action, seek. Trying to find the invisible dude or / see if these bodies are dead.
Okay. So seek is a 10 by 10 square. So pick one or the other. Are you looking out or are you looking at the bodies?
I'm looking at the bodies.
Okay. Roll your perception.
22.
22. So here's the thing. For both of the bodies, you see that there is blood beginning to diffuse into the water around them. But you do still see that they are twitching. Like motions, but like one of them is like face down in the water, one of them is like belly up. Both of them are bleeding profusely into the water, but they're both like twitching, moving of their quote unquote own accord, like, you know, unintentional movement, but they both still look like they could potentially be saved. You would have to apply some medical knowledge to see how far gone they are, and you would assume, regardless, that they are very close to actually just straight up dying.
Did they have washboards on them?
Neither of them have washboards on them, no.
Okay.
That is Twinkle Toes' third action. End of round 3. Top of round 4. Wait, that was the end of round 4. Top of round 5. Pardon me.
No, that was the end of round 3.
Round 1, round 2, round 3. No, it was round 4.
No, you're right. You're right. It's round 4. I'm sorry. I'll never challenge your knowledge again.
You keep saying that, however. Bastro, it is your turn.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Somebody needs to
5,
check me out,
10.
get out of hand.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He's going to
I wish
trip
you would.
this werewolf magician.
Question, he was fatigued until the persistent damage ended, correct? Ben? Or not,
Enfeebled.
enfeebled. Enfeebled.
Enfeebled. The enfeebled is gone now.
Cool. Roll to hit, Basser.
He sweeps the leg.
Are you trying to trip him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. I love the trip.
Ha! Ho ho!
Natural 20?
Natural 18 for a 37.
37.
I believe that's a reflex. If I don't. Let me double check.
That is a regular success, so he is prone.
Yeah.
Love that. Yes, I love that.
It's a good prone icon. There really isn't a good prone icon.
I would just use the enfeeble one again.
Yeah, but that's my enfeebled icon.
Where's the back pain?
That's the enfeebled
That's
one.
my enfeebled icon and my fatigued icon.
There's a
That was 2 actions for you, Bastro?
That was 3 actions.
That was all 3 of your
Altogether.
actions. Okay.
You did the arrows in back.
I know, I was just looking at that one, but I was like, well, I might save that for when Kashak actually does something.
But when you hover, it says arrowed.
It is Oski's turn.
First action 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now I have a question.
No.
With Pythagoras involved, where is
10 feet
15
up.
feet?
10 feet up, however many feet across.
You know what? Don't worry about it. I think I'm just gonna run up to the dock
If
or
you
run
have
up to
15
the
feet,
guy.
yeah, if you have 15 feet, you don't have it right now because it's 10 feet in the air and you're 15 feet away.
If I was there, would I?
No, because you're still 15 feet on the A on the bottom.
I'd have to be 10 feet away on the base level. Yeah. Okay. So
Like at most.
I don't want to run up to him. He's just gonna teleport away. Oski would. He'll go 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll stay there. Second action. Third action, he'll raise his shield. It's my turn.
Okay.
If any of our spellcasters have any dimensional anchors,
At this level?
now might be a time. I don't actually know what level this is.
None of us are full casters, though.
Yeah, that's
Jack.
the
Yes,
thing.
I don't
none
know
of
if we
none
would
of them
have
are
it.
full casters.
What?
Magus is a full
Bastro's a
caster.
half caster.
No.
Half caster.
No.
Half
Magus,
caster.
Magus is
I'm the witch
he's Magus
archetype.
and Witch, so he's 3/4 caster.
Yeah.
3/4. I'll allow
Yep.
3/4.
But he's heavily incentivized to take attack spells over anything else. Speaking of Bastro,
We have one caster in the party because you are a quarter and Bastro is 3/4.
there's a spell being cast. Bastro, would you like to do something about it?
Yeah, I wanna. Can he cast spells while he's prone? I guess.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Why-
it's bad.
why can't-
Casper's gonna stomp him.
Please
Stop.
crit him. For the love of God, crit him.
It's gonna be hard.
I mean, nat 20. He's been rolling them all night, right? Like, come on.
That is a 26.
It's a miss.
Ah.
How about actually it's a 36. No.
Just lie. Yeah, just lie. Man, this is frustrating.
So what
encounter.
spell does this guy cast?
They teleports. He just teleported.
The door one.
Dimension door.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
dimension
didn't look at the map.
Is that at will? That's
Gosh.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's
this is
4th level at will, 5th level once per day.
He's prone next to me though, right?
He's prone. He is still prone.
He is still prone. He's still gonna bite you.
But he's
Thank you.
prone.
He's gonna take that -2. Don't you worry about that.
Biting your ankles right now.
All I care about.
36.
36?
Yeah.
That's a hit.
That is going to be 4. Uh, 24 points of piercing,
Okay.
3 points of evil,
Okay.
fortitude save.
Is this a disease? 31 if not, 32 if so.
You feel fine.
Okay. What else, Mr.
No, that's all he's got. This guy actually can't cheat action economy. He can just cheat positioning.
Which is way more
Arguably
powerful.
worse.
Yeah.
That's arguably
Well,
way better.
it's taking 2/3 of his turn to do so. If your team was less heavily melee focused, you might
Taking
have an
2/3 of our fucking turns to do anything about it.
issue. Kashak, you have a prone wolf creature next to you.
I certainly do. Let's claw attack it.
Yeah, love that.
Love that for me. Do I get a bonus to that, or is he just?
He's prone, so his AC is
He's
lowered.
prone, so it's lowered. Okay, it's effectively the same thing as first edition. Okay.
Yeah.
So
The other side tracking it, yeah.
I rolled a.
My guy, hero point. Hero point. Hero point.
Thank you. I forget about those all the time. I rolled a 3 on the die.
Yeah, please hero point.
There's my 7 for a 25. What you got, big boy?
Roll a
What you gonna
fortitude save.
do? What you gonna do? 19.
Okay, now roll a fortitude save for his reaction. You started.
Why
You started his
Why did I roll
turn.
the first one?
You started your turn in his aura, and I keep forgetting to do that.
Oh, that's cool. A creature that can dimension door anytime at will and makes you start your turn. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't say he was a nice guy.
Natural 1 on the second fortitude save.
Understood. It's fortunate that there was no critical failure on the one that you would have critical failed. You still only take 3 points of damage, but you are now fatigued.
Oh,
Fatigued.
That's it. Okay.
However-
3 points of damage and fatigue. Okay.
From the oh gosh.
What do you got?
Yeah. So you actually take 9 points total of negative damage from both. That's counting both the aura and the reaction, and both of them make you fatigued, so you're still just fatigued.
So 31 on the aura. No, the aura was like a. It was like a 34.
Was it?
That's still 6 points of damage.
Sorry, you only take 3.
Okay,
Getting ahead of myself. You only take 3 points of damage, and you're fatigued. End of story.
got it. Understood.
You have 2 more actions.
2 more actions. I'm going to call again.
I do apologize. This
Nash-
guy has 3 different effects with fortitude saves.
Natural 20 for a 33.
That is a critical hit.
Nice.
That's a critical hit. Hot damn. What even is my critical effect for my claws? Do I have it? I don't think I have it.
Yeah, we need to start dealing damage to this guy. We haven't dealt nearly enough. Oh, this crit is huge.
If I remember, your claws actually slap,
They are the same damage. It's they're both 2d6 plus 6.
and you still get your hunter's mark from it, right?
Correct.
Oh,
Correct.
God. Roll me some Joe DiMaggio.
Marilyn Monroe's husband?
That is that is 37 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, he's looking hurt.
Yeah. I don't think I have critical specialization for that.
You have 1 more action, correct?
I do. He's still prone. I'm gonna 10, 20, 25 away. And that's my turn. Sheethra looks... We simply cannot justify Sheethra walking on this thing, can we?
No, we
Difficult
can.
terrain.
We can. It's meant
Yeah.
for people carrying like heavy objects off of a boat, so I can't imagine it would be narrow enough for there to be like a significant danger to people carrying heavy objects off of a boat at an incline. So I feel like, it would be fine for a lizard.
30 gets rid of there with 1 action, and she and Kashak are reunited on the battlefield once more. But that is his whole turn.
Okay. Twinkle Toes.
Okay. I now would like to look out in the water to try to spot perhaps a rowboat sailing off with an invisible man.
So, Twinkle Toes, you're gonna need some source of light. Maybe you light a torch and chuck it out. But the
Yeah,
issue
that's what I'll do.
the issue you keep running into is the lack of light for you.
Okay.
Like, you've been hearing this constant sound because your perception checks have been good enough to hear this sound. It's just actually seeing out into the darkness of the water has been the issue.
All right, so I will take out a torch, light it, 2 actions, and then throw or hold
Sure,
aloft.
yeah, if you want to spend all 3 actions, lighting a torch, chucking it out, and searching the water, absolutely.
Cool.
So roll me a
roll.
perception check.
Okay. 23.
23. So, out in the water, a distance away from you, you see a tiny lifeboat with oars. Just splash, 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 with nobody in the boat.
Nice, you found him.
Found him.
And
That's
you
my
see
turn?
that he's nearing another pier. Looks like he's about to pull up to another pier, some 100, 200 feet in the distance.
How far is he?
We'll get to that when you finish the job in front of you. That is the end of round 5, top of round 6. Bastro, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Astro's gonna turn to Oski. Oski, you stay on the boat. I'll run over to Kashak on the dock. If he teleports back to the boat, you get him. If he stays over with us, we'll get him. Do you have any long range spells by any chance?
I can, if you delay your turn, I can make you large. That's about it. Do you want to be large? You could technically move further, have reach.
Sure. I delay my turn.
Oski, it is your turn.
Oski will 2-action cast Enlarge on Bastro. Bastro, you now become large. And then Oski will go ahead and just move, so there's no weird things about forced movement. He'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there. That's his turn.
I will insert myself now.
Okay.
What does Clumsy one
You
do
are
again?
large. You are large now.
Clumsy is the dex one.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
guys.
just a -1 to anything that uses dex.
So, I'm assuming
Well, do the damage.
I'm in. Got you. So I'm in these 4 squares right here.
Really,
Can
you gotta
make
make
it
them
large?
big.
Yeah,
Oh.
just to make it help me.
We
out.
can't do that
I was just
ourselves.
enjoying the story. Sorry.
Very good.
Boom. Big
Big
Bastro boy.
Bastro.
That's
I will
good.
call it big.
Big Bastro's gonna run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
The
Yeah,
boat's
doesn't
just
his
rocking.
weight
35.
increase by, like,
By
doesn't
8
it?
times.
Yeah, it goes to 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the,
he has reach now. He has
the,
reach.
the prow
5,
of the boat
10,
just
15,
dips down,
25, 30,
takes 1 step over the gap.
35, 5, 10, 15,
Difficult terrain.
25.
25, 35. You'll stop right there.
You have 35 feet of movement, right?
Yep. And that's 3 actions.
Hey, this guy's prone.
He is
He
prone.
prone.
A prone.
He prone.
Oski,
Oski would.
in your
Why
head,
me? What?
in your head,
You.
hear the voice of the daemon once more. Feed the hunger and Find me. And he will cast the spell.
Attack of opportunity.
Roll to hit.
Yeah. That's a 31.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Yes. Not a crit, but that's hey, it's still good damage.
Does my damage increase? Plus 2
Yeah,
status
plus 2.
bonus.
Yep.
Nice.
Plus 2 to damage.
That works out. $12 points of damage.
12 points of damage.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah, so you just like
As
you just reach over and slam into this thing, and you just hear a crunch of both bone and wood as you push it into the dock below. This thing has arrows in it. It's got slice wounds, stab wounds, bruises, broken bones. It looks messed up. But Bastard, you saw it begin the familiar now motions of the incantation, and a shimmering veil appears next to it. Almost like heat rising off of desert sand. And it just rolls to the side and vanishes completely. You don't see it anywhere.
Wait, it just leaves?
Yeah, wait, what?
if it can cast a 5th level dimension door, then it can go a mile away. So, yeah, it just fucking leaves.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, okay.
What?
He was
And
just
that is
distracting us.
where we're going to end it for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll be back here next week.
Ah!
I feel like we got bullied.
Have a good week.